Welcome to my first video on my KYMCO Xciting 500R. Today I'm going to be replacing the battery with a Shore-Eye battery. It's a lithium iron battery. Very expensive, but I ride in the cold weather and I don't want to have any issues with it starting, which is what I'm having now. So first things first, get the seat up on it. And your battery is located in the back section of the Met box here behind this plate. Unscrew this screw here and that screw there, and this lifts right off to expose the battery. Next, we're going to take this spare fuse clip holder here and pop it off. Just stick a screwdriver back behind there, I believe, and pop that tab on that side and on that side. And then that should release your battery to slide out. Then next we're going to disconnect the leads on them. Negative comes off first. Pull that off to the side. Positive is next, and that's got a different screw head on it, so I'm going to get a wrench for that. Pull this lead out of the way, and that should slide right out. And there she goes. Now this was a decent absorbed glass mat battery that was in here from Interstate Batteries, but I don't know how old it was. I bought this scooter used. It's a 2010, and so when I charged it for the first time, I noticed this developed on top of it, so I think it just went bad. Some sort of liquid there and that. But it's a 14 amp hour battery, and we got a powerful enough one to replace it with the Shore-Eye over here to really kick some tail, because I plan on riding in the winter, and we've got 21 amp hour 315 cold cranking amps, so I think this thing will really kick some butt for me. With the lithium iron battery, they give you all kinds of foam, sticky foam pads to put into your battery box, because usually the lithium iron battery is much smaller than a regular battery. So when I do this, I'm just going to kind of compare size. I know it's very, very similar. On the side there, we just got maybe 1/8 of an inch. On the height, about the same. And then on depth, very, very similar. So I'm not going to have much packing at all. Okay, so I got my battery compartment here, and it's got some foam padding in here on each side. I'm going to dry fit the new battery in here to see how it fits. I know it was really close to the same size. There's not very much play in there at all, and it's pretty much right up to the front of this clip here. So I don't think we're going to have much padding at all. What I'm probably going to end up doing is I'll just fill this in with new padding. This is kind of hard. And fill this in with new padding the same way on this side over here. And then we'll fit it in and see how tight it is. Okay, so the padding is in there. It's a little bit thicker than what's in there, so it should tighten it up just a little bit. And there it is on the other side. So we'll run the battery in there. Oh yeah, it's nice and tight. Rock and roll, and then we'll hook her up. Got tape off of there to protect it. Okay, it came with screws and washers, so we'll use the new ones, and we hook up the positive side first. These batteries have threads built into the post, so you don't have to worry about fiddling around with a nut. Negative hooks up second, and I've got a light in my box, so I'm happy about that. It's supposed to come with about 70% charge in it, it says. We'll see if this 10 millimeter fits this. Yep. So get it nice and tight. One thing about this here, when I brought that across, make sure you don't touch both leads with that. I missed it, but that's something that they tell you about in the directions. Get our piece back in here. Now there is a bit of a gap here. I'll ride a couple days and see if this moves around at all inside there. It was pretty tight when I put it in. If it does, I'm going to take another piece of foam and put it back behind this plate right here just to keep it a little bit more tight, or maybe even on the back side. But we'll that's pretty much it. We'll fire it up and see how it runs. Success. One final thing. Put your battery door back on and screw that down with the two Phillips head screws. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more repair videos and maintenance videos on my used Xciting 500R. Go Tigers!